evening, and welcome to the Wando High School Class of 2025 graduation ceremony. I am Romy Thomas, your senior class president. At this time, please rise for the presentation of colors, Pledge of Allegiance, and remain standing for the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, the home of the brave.
Thank you. You may be seated.
All right, everybody, please join me in giving our senior choir members another round of applause for the performance of our national anthem. And thank you, Romy Thomas, for her introduction and Pledge of Allegiance. Good evening. I am Chaz Coker, principal of Wando High School. It is my honor and distinct pleasure to welcome you on behalf of the Wando faculty, staff, and students to this year's commencement ceremony. Here to participate in this special event are just some distinguished guests. Please allow me to introduce them, and please hold your applause until I have completed the introductions for each person or group. Guests, as I call your name, please stand. Tonight, we're honored to have with us Mr. Ryan Comeback, Executive Director of High Schools, Dr. Sherry Eppelsheimer, Associate Superintendent of Secondary Schools, Michelle Mills, Associate of Communication, Dr. Shavana Coakley, Associate Superintendent of School Support and Community Engagement, Mr. Jeff Barowie, Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Daniel Prentice, Chief Financial Officer, Dr. Luke Clamp, Deputy Superintendent of Schools, and Ms. Anita Huggins, Superintendent of Schools. Thank you all for being here. We're also honored to have with us our CCSD school board members, Mr. Keith Grabowski and Ms. Carolina Jewett. Please, as we appreciate their leadership and service to this community. We also have the Mayor of Mount Pleasant, Will Haney, here with us. We want to thank him for his dedication to the Mount Pleasant community. At Wando High School, our PTSO and school improvement councils are engines for school renewal and positive change. Tonight on stage is our PTSO co-president, Ariane Solinger, and out in the crowd is our other co-president, Anita Castle, both of whom are at the end of their term, and we are forever grateful for their service to Wando and our community. Now, would all the members of the PTSO board and SIC who are present in the audience please stand to be recognized. At this time, I would like to introduce some of our members of our school leadership team. Many of them are in the tunnels and doing behind-the-scenes work, but if you're on stage or in the faculty section, please stand as I call your name. First, our administrative team, Associate Principals Pamela Jabbar and Gretchen Looney, Assistant Principals Audrey Gilden, McCrae Finch, Hannah Bersini, Micah Brown, Aaron Lowry, Kenya Mabry, BJ Outlaw, and Christy Williams. Guidance Director Laura Carroll, Athletic Director Mark Bookman, Parent Educator Susan Antonelli, and Instructional Coach Emily Woody. Thank you for all that you do. A great school must have outstanding teachers and a strong support staff. The quality of our faculty and staff is one of Wando's greatest strengths. At this time, I would like Brittany McPherson and Eric Wilkinson to stand and be recognized as Wando's Rookie Teacher of the Year and Teacher of the Year, respectively. Mr. Wilkinson was also named a top 5 finalist for the Teacher of the Year for CCSD. Way to go. However, no faculty would be complete without a strong core of veteran teachers who mentor young teachers and model excellent instruction. We have on stage many of our department chairs along with several other members of the Wando's faculty. In a special section on the floor to my right and left are many members of Wando's faculty and staff. Would all Wando faculty and staff on the stage and the audience please stand to be recognized? Come on, guys. I would also like to take a moment to thank our graduation team, Dr. Diana Socks, Ms. Lee Howes, Ms. Emily Woody, and Ms. Christy Williams, for all their hard work and planning they have done to make this special event possible. It takes great teamwork to put on a program of this magnitude, and we should also thank all the teachers and staff who helped with this night. Thank you for your hard work. There are also some very special guests in the audience tonight who cannot believe this night has finally arrived. These folks have changed your diapers, watched your first steps, and it seems to them it was only yesterday they were tearing up as they dropped you off in kindergarten. They chartered you around in minivans to all your practices and events and beamed with pride at how much you grew through your time in high school. Parents and grandparents for graduating seniors, please stand, and seniors, please give these amazing people a round of applause. Now I'd like to take a moment to speak to all the seniors that are here tonight to honor. The class of 2025 is a special one. You walked through the doors of Wando High School as bright-eyed freshmen just a few short years ago. You all have followed your passions in the classroom, on the field, and shined brightly on the stage. You have created new clubs and started new traditions like Battle of the Classes. You have set the bar of what it truly means to be a Wando warrior. To display exactly how excellent you all are, I have a few stats for you. You took classes well beyond the minimum required to get a high school diploma, an average of 29.84 to be exact, with an overall average GPA of 3.906. That's right, our senior, yeah, give that a round of applause. That's right, our senior class almost averaged a collective 4.0 through high school. You have excelled academically, artistically, as well as athletically in all areas of Wando life. In your 4 years at Wando, you've compiled an incredible list of achievements. You've got the best yearbook in the South and winner of the International Quail and Scroll Staff Excellence Award for the 3rd year in a row, which is the highest for yearbook. The newspaper top 10 best in show in the nation, and also the best newspaper in the South. Wando Chorus had 31 students selected to All-State and a superior rating at the Choir Festival. The Wando Marching Band was top 5 at the 2 Bands of America regionals and won the lower state championship, while Chorus Concert Band 1 performed at the South Carolina Music Educators Association Conference. Wando Orchestra also performed at that same conference, and you had 28 students accepted into Region and All-State Orchestra, the highest of any non-magnet high school in our region, and you received first place best overall high school orchestra. Wando Culinary took home back-to-back national Pro Star championships, winning 5th in the nation. Our amazing theater department produced Broadway caliber performances of Beetlejuice Jr. and Hadestown and sent 6 students to participate in All-State. In athletics, you had 11 region championships, 81 student athletes recognized as all-region players, 54 seniors recognized as scholar athletes by the All-Region League, 8 region players of the year, and 27 who have signed letters of intent to play at the next level. You also had 4 state runner-ups in boys swimming, boys tennis, girls volleyball, and just this afternoon in girls soccer. We have 1 senior who has just finished up and should be here by the end of the ceremony. So she will be walking across the stage. So if you see someone running back there, she's supposed to. We also have 4 state championships in girls swimming, girls cross country, girls tennis, and boys lacrosse. There are also numerous other recognitions through DECA, FCCLA, arts, and other organizations that you achieved in your time here at Wando. As a class, you have earned a grand total of $21,093,367 in scholarships, which beat last year's class by a little over $1 million. At the end of the day, what these stats, awards, and numbers are just markers of how truly incredible and unique you all are. They are not the end-all be-all. The one thing I would like to pass on to all of you as a graduate of Wando High School is to make every day count and be true to who you are. This is not just meant in terms of being productive or the accolades I have mentioned before, but make it count in how you treat one another and yourself. Be willing to help your fellow man and lift those up around you. Show grace to yourself and don't be afraid to take a chance. Give the one thing that costs nothing but means something to everyone around you, which is kindness. If you follow those tenets, no matter what you do in your next chapter of life, you'll find yourself to be successful and fulfilled more than any position or title that could give you. You have all proven that Wando Warriors can overcome any obstacle and through hard work and determination, but most importantly with strong character and kindness. You are well prepared for the challenges that come your way, and no matter what lies ahead of you, I hope you know that the Wando family will always be proud. Thanks for making this an amazing year, and I cannot wait to see what the class of 2025 will accomplish. Once a warrior, always a warrior. Go Warriors.
Hello, my name is Kelsey Miller, and if you don't know me, hi, we went to high school together. The past 4 years, I've had the honor of serving on the Wando Student Council, this last year as Student Body Vice President. I want to start by extending a heartfelt thank you to all the admin, teachers, parents, family, and staff that have made this graduation possible and that have supported each and every one of us graduates along the way here. We couldn't have done it without your guidance and encouragement. Having the privilege of serving for Wando over this last year has truly been a dream come true. I've learned invaluable lessons of teamwork, perseverance, and leadership that I will carry with me forever. But I know I'm not the only one who has grown. I think we can all agree that we're not the same person we were when we walked into high school on our first day of freshman year. The lessons we have learned throughout our experience at Wando have shaped us into the people we are today. We have all grown from timid freshmen fearfully walking into orientation to now, 4 years later, seniors getting ready to open a new chapter on the rest of our lives. To my fellow graduates, I want to encourage you to continue to grow as we pursue further education, head into the workforce, enlist in the military, or whatever else you're planning to do after today. Give yourself grace as you navigate through new experiences, face new challenges, and embrace new opportunities. Remember to keep your head up and remember that mistakes are inevitable, and just like you have for the last 4 years, continue to adapt and learn from them. And of course, walk the warrior way. And now, it's my pleasure to introduce the person I've had the privilege of serving alongside this year, your student body class president, Kate Pagsowski.
Good evening, Wando students, faculty, staff, friends, and family. I'm Kate Paskowski, and it has been an honor to serve as your student body president this year. I'm thrilled to be here tonight, surrounded by thousands of our closest friends, all of us equally sweaty and sentimental. This year capped off 4 amazing and busy years full of memories and life lessons all learned through Wando. Student Council launched Battle of the Classes, where each grade competed for the coveted Class Cup by attending events, dressing up for spirit days, and completely annihilating each other in pep rally games. Unfortunately for us seniors, we came down with a crippling case of senioritis in the 2nd semester, and because of our chronic procrastination, homework allergy, disappearing spells, and frequent use of the phrase, "None of this will matter in a year," we were tragically outplayed by the freshmen who had slightly more energy and absolutely nothing to lose. Despite our condition, we made lifelong memories. The year began with Homecoming Spirit Week, the most memorable day being Minion Day, where Wando High School officially broke the world record for the largest number of people dressed as minions, 430 strong. It was an unforgettable day, especially when I looked over my shoulder and saw 4 fully grown administrators sprinting down the hallway in yellow goggles and overalls. I'm still not sure if it was a disciplinary action or a scene from Despicable Me 5, Public School Chronicles. We coached and played in Powder Puff flag football games, and our very own senior team, Mean Girls, took home the win over a sophomore team, scoring a huge amount of points for our class and making us all very proud. Once again, proving the power of experience, caffeine, and redecorating your Wando-issued t-shirt. We rushed to snag our school dance tickets on GoFan.com before they sold out, some of us faster than we've ever moved on an actual assignment. The luau-themed homecoming held in the stadium was full of memories where we danced, laughed, and sweat profusely next to a giant papier-mâché volcano that deserves its own diploma. This winter, we traded tropical vibes for elegance at our Regency-themed semi-formal downtown, where we cleaned up so well that we looked like actual royalty, if royalty also had to navigate cobblestone streets in dress shoes. We banded together to eat way too much free Thanksgiving food at the Senior Friendsgiving, and last night we ended our high school memories together at Senior Sunset. As we watched the light fade over our time in high school, it felt right to think about the legacy we are leaving behind at Wando. This year, Student Council's senior gift is a photo booth, a place where future warriors can go to capture their very own special memories, just like the ones we have created. I sincerely hope that this photo booth can serve as a symbol of both memory and connection, reminding future Wando generations to slow down and truly enjoy every moment spent alongside their Wando family. The Wando family is vast and generous, and the PTSO has been one of our strongest supporters. From providing funds and guidance to volunteering time and energy, they helped make all of these amazing experiences possible. Their hard work does not go unnoticed, and the class of 2025 is forever grateful for everything they've done to make our time at Wando unforgettable. To the rest of our Wando family here tonight, parents, grandparents, siblings, aunts, uncles, and cousins, thank you. No student would be here graduating tonight without your continued belief and perseverance in all of us, and the fact that you are willing to sit here through this entire ceremony and endure hours of traffic just to be here tonight proves how lucky we are to have you. I may be slightly biased, but I firmly believe that Wando High School is the best high school in the state of South Carolina. Our highly credentialed administration, teachers, and staff gave us the best head start we could possibly ask for. They taught us the value of hard work and perseverance, and that there is something to be learned from every future moment. So congratulations, class of 2025. Go do great things, chase big dreams, leave behind a positive legacy, and remember, no matter where you are or what you do, walk the warrior way. Thank you.
Good evening, and it's my honor to be a part of the introduction of the Salutatorian for the class of 2025. The term Salutatorian distinguishes the individual who has maintained the second highest overall grade point average over a four-year high school career. The Wando High School 2025 Salutatorian accomplishments include member of the National Honor Society, member of the Beta Club, member of Mu Alpha Theta, National Latin Honor Society, and earned the seal of biliteracy in Latin, member of the Advanced Placement Academy, member of Wando Symphonic and Marching Bands, and was first chair clarinet in the All-State Band for 3 consecutive years. Named a Charleston County Board Scholar and is a South Carolina Palmetto Fellows Early Award recipient. This talented young woman has accumulated a GPA, a cumulative 5.512. She will attend the University of Virginia as an honors student in the Eccles Scholars Program in the fall, where she plans to major in human biology with a minor in health, ethics, and society, and hopes to become an endocrinologist. Please help me in giving a great Wando Warrior welcome to the 2025 Salutatorian, Caitlin Grace Barnard.
Another speech, I'm sorry, y'all. Hello, everyone, family, friends, teachers, staff, and the class of 2025. Before we look ahead, I want to take a moment to remember where we've been. Only we know this version of Wando. The Wando whose vending machines stole your snacks and your trust, the B-lot parking jams and love taps, the Wi-Fi meltdowns, and the bathrooms so strange they honestly deserve their own documentary. We watched the school change around us. We adapted to dress codes, phone jails, and smart pass, and found joy in the little things, like e-learning days that turned into snowman building afternoons in Charleston, of all places. And through it all, we changed too. It wasn't always easy. Sometimes it felt like we were on our own. We chased down counselors, received some creative schedules, battled burnout, and navigated the world that is Common App this fall. But we figured it out. We learned to advocate for ourselves and for each other. And more than that, we showed up for jobs, for siblings, for each other. We filled lunch tables, shared pep talks before exams, and made each other laugh when it really mattered. Those moments might not be in our transcripts, but they're just as important. And while we learned a lot from the chaos, we also learned from the people who stood beside us. To our teachers, thank you. Ms. Lowry, Mr. Wagner, and Ms. Trueluck, your impact on me is something I will never forget. And I know every student here has a teacher who changed their life. So thank you. We see your dedication, your patience, and your kindness, and we need more people like you in our world. To our families and our friends, thank you for cheering us on, for standing by us through every late night, every early morning, and every up and down along the way. Thank you for believing in us even when we didn't believe in ourselves. And to my mom, thank you. I couldn't have done this without you. Now, I'll wrap this up because today isn't about one speech. It's about all of us, and I know we are ready to graduate. But before we go, I want to acknowledge something bigger than Wando. We're stepping into a world that can feel uncertain, broken, and sometimes cruel. There are people in power on all sides who benefit from keeping us divided. They want us to see each other as enemies, as others. But we are not strangers. We are classmates, neighbors, humans, and we are the generation that gets to choose differently. So right now, look around. The people beside you might have different dreams, different struggles, a different story, but deep down, they're just like you, trying, hoping, figuring it out. When the world feels heavy, I hope we remember what truly matters, how we treat the people around us. The things that separate us are so much smaller than those that unite us. So choose empathy. Be kind, especially when it's hard. Listen, especially when it's uncomfortable. Speak up when something isn't right, even if you're the only one. And ask why, even if others say that's just how it is, because it doesn't have to be. Because change doesn't come from power, it comes from people, and we are the people. We don't need to be perfect, we just have to care. And when we do, when we choose to see the humanity in each other, we can build something better, a world that's more compassionate, more curious, more fair, not just for ourselves, but for those who come after us. Some of us are heading to college, some to the workforce, some are still figuring it out, and that's okay. But wherever you go, look for ways to make this world a little bit better. Surround yourself with people who make you feel like the best version of yourself. And don't forget to enjoy it. Not every moment has to be a stepping stone. Some things are just meant to be beautiful. And to anyone who feels unseen or alone today, I see you. I am proud of you. You've come so far, you've grown in ways this world might not always recognize, but your growth matters. You matter. No matter where life takes us, we'll always share this moment, and I am so, so proud to walk beside you all today. Thank you, and congratulations.
Sorry, not the next one. Thank you, that was beautiful. Each year, the Charleston County School Board of Trustees recognizes students who achieve academic excellence. At this time, I would like to recognize students who have received Charleston County School Board certificates. If you are a school board scholar, please stand. This certificate is awarded to graduating seniors based on an overall grade point average of 4.25 or higher, with no rounding up or down, as calculated at the end of the third 9 weeks based on South Carolina Uniform Grading Scale. We would like to congratulate a total of 247 young men and women in the class of 2025 for dedicating to the pursuit of academic excellence. Board scholars may now sit, which you have. Thank you.
Palmetto Fellows Early Award Scholarship recipients for 2025. Each student selected as a Palmetto Fellow Early Awards recipient may receive a scholarship of up to $6,700 during the freshman year and up to $7,500 during the sophomore, junior, and senior years. To be eligible, the student must score at least a 1200 on the SAT or a 25 on the ACT by the March National Test Administration, earn a minimum of a 3.5 cumulative GPA on the South Carolina Uniform Grading Scale at the end of the junior year, and rank in the top 6% of the class at the end of either the sophomore or junior year. A student may also qualify by scoring a minimum of 1400 on the SAT or 31 on the ACT by the March Test Administration and earning a cumulative 4.0 GPA on the South Carolina Uniform Grading Scale at the end of the junior year. A student who meets these qualifications must also plan to attend college in South Carolina and be a U.S. citizen. At this time, please stand if you have been awarded a Palmetto Fellows Early Award scholarships. Congratulations to these 56 young men and women for their dedication in the pursuit of academic excellence. Congratulations.
Each year, Charleston County School District honors graduating seniors who have committed to serving in the United States military with a special coin. This coin represents honor, dignity, service, and leadership. It is my pleasure to recognize this year's graduating seniors. Warriors, as your name is called, please join me on stage to receive your coin. Committing to the United States Coast Guard, Daniel Henry Ragg. Army National Guard, Elliot Kolskar. United States Army, Nisaiah White. United States Air Force, Addison Elder. To the United States Marine Corps, Robert Chenoweth and Noah Coakley. And finally, to the United States Navy, Jackson Jones.
All right, as we're getting ready for our next musical selection, students are getting ready, I want to give a little highlights of our fine arts department for everybody. We have 31 chorus students who were selected for All-State. The chorus received a superior rating in the festival competition at Disney World. We had an incredible cabaret show last weekend, and choir will go to Hawaii to perform at Pearl Harbor next spring break. I'm going to chaperone that one. The Wando Marching Band is in the top 5 at the two bands of American Regionals and won lower state championship. Concert Band 1 performed at the South Carolina Music Association Conference. All 3 of our orchestras earned Superior with Distinction at the South Carolina Musical Educators Association Conference. 30 students were named All-Region Orchestra. The orchestra earned a first place and superior rating at Festival Disney. And finally, the Wando Orchestra earned Outstanding Performance Gold for its success in Region, All-State, concert performance in the solo and ensemble. So let's give it up for our next musical selection, America the Beautiful. Each year at Wando, we recognize two outstanding seniors, young woman and one young man, by giving them the Principal's Award. Faculty members make nominations based on the following criteria. The students should have attained a strong record of academic involvement, demonstrated leadership and willingness to serve others through involvement in Wando life, participated fully in a variety of student activities, served as a positive role model by demonstrating integrity, honesty, and compassion, and showed dedication to Wando and the community. This year's female recipient is an all-around student who excels not only academically, but is involved in multiple extracurricular activities. Academically, she's in the top 10% of her class. This young lady has served as co-editor and chief of the yearbook and has received numerous awards while doing so, to include a top 10 finalist for National Writer of the Year with the National Scholastic Press Association. This student is also a Warrior Ambassador, and she was president of Wandothon this year, raising over $19,000 for the MUSC Shawn Jenkins Children's Hospital. This student is an exceptional leader whose peers look up to her and seek her out for guidance. One teacher said of her, "She is exceptionally mature beyond her years and continuously puts others before herself." Our male recipient is a young man who's an excellent student in the top 5% of his class, an athlete who goes above and beyond in all that he does. It was said of him, he's not only a well-rounded young man, but he also exemplifies school spirit. He's a two-sport varsity athlete in basketball and baseball, and is a fierce competitor and a spirited leader. From volunteering to representing in his class in pep rally games to leading the chop house during football games, you'll not find a more school-spirited student. Additionally, he is a Warrior Ambassador and is on the AP Academy leadership team. He truly walks the Warrior way in service to others and represents Wando High School with pride and integrity. When you look at these two young people, mature beyond their years, and with lofty goals, we know that the world will be a better and brighter place to live because of their leadership, caring hearts, and service to others. It is my pleasure to honor Maria Jose Gonzalez and Corbin Robert Martins as winners of the Principal Award. Will each of you come forward to get your award?
Good evening. It's an honor to be here to celebrate the class of 2025 this evening. The term valedictorian distinguishes the individual who has maintained the highest overall grade point average over a 4-year high school career. This year's valedictorian accomplishments include member of the National Honor Society, member of the Spanish Honor Society and received the Seal of Biliteracy in Spanish, member of the Model UN, member of the Wando High School AP Academy, served as concertmaster, first chair violinist, and as a member of the Wando Honors Orchestra for 4 years, and selected for All Region Orchestra for 4 years. Served on the Readers Advisory Panel and was president last year, named a CCSD Board Scholar, and is a South Carolina Palmetto Fellows Early Award recipient. This talented young woman has a cumulative GPA of 5.560. That deserves a round of applause. She plans to attend the University of South Carolina Honors College in the fall, with plans to major in political science and minor in Spanish. She plans to also attend law school in the future, and I have no doubt she will accomplish her greatest dreams. Join me, please, Warriors, in congratulating this extraordinary student, the 2025 valedictorian for Wando High School, Trista Juliet Walter. This is yours, and we'll put it in the seat, okay?
Oh, that's Caitlin's.
This is Caitlin. We all just changed them.
Good evening to all faculty, staff, families, friends, and most importantly, the Wando High School class of 2025. I feel extremely honored to be in a position to give this speech today. And I want to begin by saying that I am also incredibly humbled by the achievements of my fellow classmates and seeing the amazing things you each devote your time to. We are a uniquely hardworking and dedicated class in ways that go far beyond academics. To all the athletes, the people who spend their time practicing, competing in meets and tournaments and traveling, but most importantly, supporting their teammates no matter the circumstances. To the artists who put so much creativity into their drawings, paintings, and sculptures, and are able to convey stories through their work. To everyone involved in the theater department, the people who commit hours upon hours after school to utilizing their talents to ensure that Wando's productions are nothing less than spectacular. To the musicians of Wando, who possess incredible talent and skill, but most importantly, commit an immense amount of time to their instruments and performances. Several of the most academically motivated students I've had the privilege of meeting at Wando have also been members of the band and orchestra, and the admiration I have for them and their accomplishments cannot be put into words. Being part of the orchestra myself has been one of my favorite experiences at Wando, and it has allowed me to witness the true dedication people have both to their music and their academics up close. To those who are brave enough to choose to serve our country and our communities, to those who have dedicated their time to making our world safer and stronger, I admire your selfless commitment to service. To the people who are dedicated to sustainability and love the earth, to these individuals who do everything they can to protect the environment and its diverse wildlife and have more knowledge than I can even comprehend in these areas, to the people who strive to make sure the smallest creatures around them are being cared for properly and have a safe environment to live in. To all of my outstanding classmates, what I want to say is that each and every one of you should continue pursuing these God-given talents you have, your passions and the things you care about most deeply in your heart. Something I've learned a lot about this year is that grades and numbers are never the true measures of success, and it is impossible for your academic transcript to reflect your talents and gifts in a holistic way. In 2025, college admissions were incredibly selective, apparently due to a record high birth rate in 2007. And we have all had to deal with disappointment in one way or another this year. Maybe we didn't get into the university we dreamed of attending, or for many people, it was not financially feasible to go the academic route we would choose if cost wasn't a factor. Maybe you've experienced roadblocks to pursuing the career you are already prepared to begin. But hopefully this hasn't stopped anyone from pursuing their passions no matter the circumstances. I've been told by many that they selected their college major in hopes of having a lucrative career or to be seen as successful. But this faulty vision of success often leads people to believe that some goals are more valuable than others, or that there is no point in aiming to do what you love. Some people might dream of being on Broadway or making important strides for our world as a conservationist, or creating meaningful art that will one day be displayed in a museum. And from the way I see it, you truly only have one life to live. And what's the purpose of it all if you are not able to experience joy in what you do every day? The legendary LeBron James writes the words "man in the arena" on his shoes before each basketball game, referencing a famous quote that was originally said by President Theodore Roosevelt. Roosevelt was a leader who was never afraid to stand up for what he believed to be best for society and for our nation. And he also happened to have his own raccoon, a lizard, and multiple snakes, which I think is pretty cool. Roosevelt spoke to those truly dedicated to what they do, saying, "It is not the critic who counts. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows, in the end, the triumph of high achievement, and who, at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly." LeBron's career in basketball is rooted in a true love and devotion to his sport, similar to how any one of you may feel about your passions. I bet that when he first began playing basketball, LeBron couldn't have imagined that one day, through his efforts in the arena and his fearless dedication to his craft, he would obtain the success that he has achieved now. While most of us are not striving to be president like Teddy Roosevelt or one of the greatest basketball stars in history, I challenge each one of you to be the man in the arena for whatever matters to you. Don't listen to the critics who say there's no route to success, and I encourage you to embrace your gifts to the greatest extent you can imagine. Class of 2025, we are talented and we are fearless, and most of all, we have joy in what we do. So go out into the world and pursue your dreams. Pursue what makes you who you are. Thank you.
All right, at this time, I'd like to ask our senior choir members to come forward to sing for their musical selection. While the seniors get into the position, Mr. Wilkinson, our choir director, asked me to share with you a few of his thoughts about the song they are about to perform. To the class of 2025, as you stand at the edge of one chapter and the beginning of another, we become acutely aware of something we often take for granted: time. Time is strange. It moves fast when we want it to slow down, and it crawls when we were waiting for something to begin. We try to spend it well, to save it, but in the end, all we can really do is live inside it, moment by moment. The next song, Time, by Jennifer Lucy Cook, captures the mystery, the rush, the regret, the beauty, and the urgency of time. As we prepare to step into the future filled with unknowns, let this be a reminder to stay present, to cherish the memories, and to say what needs to be said while there is still time. So please enjoy this musical collection, Time.
Time, you can spend it. When you spend it, then you're running out of time. You can save it, but to save it is to take a little time. In a minute, when you're in it, can you feel it passing? Time is an illusion, there's confusion when they tell you now it's time to get older, time to work and time to waste, and there's no time left to hold her, time to tell him how you feel while there's still time. 3, 2, 1, 11:30, 2 a.m. and dinner time. Not to kill, I said I will, and still it flies of time. When you spend, you're running out of time. You can save, but to save it takes some time. In a minute, you're in it. Feel passing time is an illusion, confusion. They tell you now it's time to get older, to work, time to waste. There's no time left to hold, time to tell him. While there's still time, 3, 2, 11, 2 a.m. dinner time. Not to kill, said I will, still it flies, oh time. You're running out of, save it, take a little time, minute, can you feel passing, is an illusion, they tell you, to get older, work, waste, there's no holder, tell them, feel there's time, 1:30, dinner time, kill, will still fly, oh time, you can spend it, when you spend it, then you're running out of time, you can save it, but to save it is to take a little time, in a minute when you're in it, can you feel the passing time? They say time to get older, time to work and time to waste, and there's no time left to hold her, time to tell them how you feel, while there's no time, 3, 2, 1, 11:30, 2 a.m. then dinner time, not to kill, I said I will, and still it flies, oh flies, oh fly, fly, fly on time.
All right, now it's the time that everyone has been waiting for. Junior marshals, you may now please present the candidates for graduation.
Trista Juliet Walter. Thank you. Caitlin Grace Bernard. Kate Afton Paskowski. Kelsey Elizabeth Miller. Romy Catherine Thomas. Mallory Paige Abbey. Miriam Mohammed Abuela. Weston Michael Adams. Janir Luis Eguerra. Arel Jan Malapit Agate. Rocco James Alden. Grace Marie Allen. Winnie Lynn Ali. Corinne Khalees Alston. Connor Alexander Altman. Maya Ray Andrus. Sadie Suzanne Andrus. Poppy Cordelia Anastina Arden. Mayan Aricha. Madeline Ray Arnold. Christopher Xavier Ash Areola. Kayla Madeline Atwood. Xavier Javon Bacon. Brianna Maurice Badia. Catherine Elaine Bagley. Ramel Ingalls Bagtus. Margaret Catherine Bagwell. Kinsey Elizabeth Baker. Vin Vo Baker. Miles Vaughn Baldwin. Sydney Grace Bales. Catherine Elizabeth Ball. Sierran Sky Banning. Katie Grace Brooke Barney. Gabriel Edward Barth. Jada Anise Barton. Marissa Callie Bartosik. Juliette Nicole Basinger. Gabrielle Louise Bates. Ryland Ross Belcher. You're welcome. Hogan Jacob Bendorf. Braden Michael Berry. Abigail Elizabeth Billion. James Luke Bittinger. Caroline Elizabeth Blackburn. Lucille Allison Blair. Jeree Itasia Chevelle Blake. Kylie Savannah Blevins. Elena Grace Bloxam. Benjamin Rocco Bonavito. Alexander Troy Bodos. Kendall Lee Bowers. Micah John Bowling. John Thomas Brady. Tyler Michael Branch. Finley Jacqueline Braun. Serenity Samaya Marie Brisbane. Kamaria Andrea Brown. Tyasia Monique Brown. Charlotte Ann Bruner. Jamie Nicholas Buchan. Corbin Gage Ryder Buchanan. Mason John Buck. Jaden Riley Bambolis. Brian Dale Burgess. Calvin William Burgess. Eva Louise Burnell. Rashawn Chance Burns Stone. Austin J. Berwick. David Jack Wyatt Butler. Kayla Ann Butler. Zoe Jane Butterworth. John Davis Byers. Mason Felicity Bird. Peyton Marie Bistel. Natalie Michelle Cabrera. Joseph William Cafaro II. Hayden Gabriel Kane. Simmons Lillian Calder. Saxon Bruce Campbell. Walker Lee Campbell. Kavan Jakai Capers. Giovanna Rose Carbone. Megan Grace Carafiello. Connor Michael Coretta. Matthew Caro. Lillian Waters Carroll. Denisha Monet Cash. Carrington Nicole Cash. Campbell Renee Kaysen. Sabrina Michelle Castelli. Davis Quinn Castles. May Helen Cathy. Alexis Elizabeth Cavey. McKenna Page Champion. Luke Benjamin Chapman. Robert Liam Chenoweth. Anne Grace Cherry. Mason Gabriel Chisholm. Sebastian John Sachito. Kate Elizabeth Clancy. Carter James Clark. Lauren Ann Clements. Caitlin Elizabeth Clare. Lindsay Michael Clifford. Allison Avery Cluxton. Nehemiah Renard Coakley. Noah James Coakley. Zakai Joshua Coakley. Catherine Rose Cochran. Dominic Charles Cafaro. Jackson Duncan Connolly. James Robert Connolly III. John Tipton Connolly. Josiah Benjamin Connolly. Ruby Catherine Converse. Virginia Elizabeth Cook. Nathan Samuel Cook. Delaney Morgan Coppola. Lainey Grace Cormack. Kai Anthony Correa. Kevin James Costello. Kevin Walker Cote. Annabelle Lee Cox. Riley Elizabeth Kraft. Olivia Ruth Crane. Frank William Crilly V. Nicole Rose Cristofori. Isaiah Jacob Cromedy. McKenna Marie Cross. Jillian Rose Crowley. Tatum Olivia Crowley. Olivia Sage Cuccinello. Matthew David Colnon. Davin Keith Cunha. Andrew Ross Sarnecki. Jeffrey Carter Dale. Luke Braden Daly. Lily Catherine Daniels. Beck Robert Danaher. Clara Nancy Danner. Brees Elizabeth Dawson. Amelia Jean DeCanio. Aiden James DeCanchuk. Kira Jolene Delaney. Alexis Noel DeLuca. Brianna Audrey Grace DeLuca. Joachim Edward DeLira. Adelaide Irene Dennis. Ella Ann Dennis. Parker Jackson Dool. Alexa Nicole DeCenzo. Lincoln Mack Dobson. Anna Nicole Dabinda. Madeline Elizabeth Donata. Connor Doherty. Emma Margaret Dragich. Natalie Virginia Dublin. Salem Christine Dunaway. Brody Campbell Duncan. Mary Ruth Duncan. Claire Mora Dunleavy. Garrett Michael Dunleavy. Brantley Reagan Dunn. Hewitt William Durand. Sarah Grace Jelinski. Paul Nicholas DeZorny. Grant Whiteman Eady. Caden James Elahan. Matthew Joseph Earp. Kyle Hunter Edrington. Mackenzie Marie Eikenberry. Addison Marie Elder. Hampton Joe Ely II. Lillian Eileen Elkin. Matthew Graham Eller. Ali Samir Elzabidi. Sarah Mason Embry. Drew Warren Emery. Anna Carol Enright. Nathan Lawrence Ernst. Sophia Grace Youthen. Erin Brooke Ivanoski. Caitlin Marie Finelli. Bryce Charlton Farmer. Rachel Ellen Farmer. Brockton Jean Feinberg. Annabelle Elizabeth Feliciano. Leah Bell Fenton. Michael Fort Ferreira. Madison May Fisher. Raylyn Marie Fitzgerald. Ethan Michael Flack. Joshua Austin Flam. Cole Vance Fletcher. Nicholas Michael Flood. Olivia Grace Floyd. Matthew Robert Forepaugh. Kaylee Madison Fouché. Olivia Ann Fowler. Landon Thomas Franklin. Samuel Lavelle France. Evan Vincent Free. Cassandra Aaliyah Fry. Marin Olivia Fuller. Evan Chase Furtaw.
Anderson Luke Gallo Jr. Ari Jacob Gamliel. Ruby Ray Gamliel. Carly Jean Garland. Elijah Ajani Garrison. Caroline Barbara Garwood. Ethan Michael Garliluck. Aaron Mulugeta Gebresa Lassie. Samantha Grace Germanario. Sage Giaclone De Piero. Idisha Darjay Gibbs. Jose Sanchez Gilchrist Jr. Nicole Marie Gill. Seth Davion Gittens. Natalie Morgan Gizzo. Ella Mae Glassberg. Reese Livingston Glover. Andrew Evans Godolphin. Brady Michael Gold. Mary Jose Gonzalez. Lindsay Grace Goodall. Hunter Karin Goodman. Zoe Abigail Goodwin. Amani Ayana Gordon. Brady Cohen Gotts. Danetta Noreen Grant. Reginald Jamar Grant Jr. Grace Cynthia Gray. Xavier Sherrod Gray. Juno Green. Michaela Tatiana Green. Caden Odell Green. Tristan Wesley Sanchez Green. Charles Ian Greer. William Gilliard Gregory III. Joseph Paul Gresh. Owen James Wynn Griffiths. Taylor Kathleen Ginst. Graham Douglas Gorario. Colson Luke Guy. Sela Reese Guy. L. Mackenzie Haas. Ella Rose Hageman. Sullivan Anna Ham. Anderson Mary Hamill. Caroline Elizabeth Harbin. Corbin Elliott Hart. Sophia Michaela Heroso. Jaden Cheyenne Harris. Madeline Elizabeth Harris. Caroline Grace Haspel. Sophia Catherine Howard. Richard Harrison Hayes III. Braden Calder Hazelrig. Emma Grace Gonsalves Healy. Finnegan Noel Hecker. Logan Reese Hembry. Danielle Dean Henry Ragg. Addison Grace Hewitt. Ruby Marguerite Hill. Richard Roger Hilly. Alexa Christine Hills. Grace Jean Hobbs. Caleb Austin Hodge. Owen Davis Home. Jackson Peter Hollander. Melanie Faith Honig. Jackson Turner Hooks. Tate Michael Horan. Joel Christian Horn. Marcus Gerard Horry Jr. Mary Presley Hawk. Grayson Turner Howard. Sarah Ann Hudspeth. Gavin Riley Huffman. Jonas Alexander Hughes. William Joseph Ho. Sean Michael Humphrey. Jacob Donald Houston. Taylor Bolin Inabinet. Grace Elizabeth Arizari. Evelyn Elaine Johnson. Corey Takio Kymel Jackson. Sarah Meade Jackson. Devon Robert James. Michael Nathaniel Jenkins Jr. Sam Kenyon Gerald. Aubrey Elaine Jewell. Giovanna Johnson. Nicholas Xavier Johnson. Victor Lamont Johnson. Jackson Landon Jones. Remington Stephen Joy. Leilana Olivia Kehala Ahoy. Connor Fox Caping. Lucas James Call. William Roger Keating. Benjamin Tyler Keenan. Margaret Lyda Cagle. Buffy Rose Kellner. Chase Andrew Kern. Victoria Connor Kern. Shayla Keloha Kanani Key. Philip Charles Killian III. Olivia Grace Kilpatrick Hyra. Nicholas Matthew Kersling. Isabella Dorothea Klein. Anna Bryn K. Cloman. Liam James Kohler. Noah Patrick Conan. Sadie Corby. Alexander Nicholas Kostel. Cameron Robert Kodev. Connor Robert Kramer. Stephen Charles Kromacek Jr. Sophia Mary Catherine Krasowski. Addison Elise Krieger. Jack Richard Kufa. Elliot Nathaniel Coulchar. Addison Lynn Kurtz. Braden Scott Labor. Mary LaFawn. Benjamin Robert Leahy. Caitlin Teresa Lamb. Caroline Grace Larrabee. Alexander Peter Larson. Emily Mary Latour. Camden Charles Lawrence. Truett Kwong Min Lee. Connor Ryan Lee. Darby Cheyenne Lemming. James David Leonard. Destiny Rose Lester. Andre Paul Dussault Levesque. Brody Vincent Levesque. Remy Joseph Dussault Levesque. Noah Lawrence Lewis. Seaton Joel Lightfoot. Caden Nicholas Manigault. Johnny Lynn. Grace Jerry Lindsay. Kylie Michaela Locke. Armani Emily Junis Logan. Camden James Longden. Ava Lynn Looney. Riley Bryn Lossing. Josephine Catherine Lozano. Ian Matthew Lucas. Avery Elizabeth Lyon. Okay. Emerson Noreen Mackis. Okay. Gideon Charles Mackerel. Nathan Joseph Macri. Shane Patrick Mara. Brandon Mai. Adeline Marie Majeski. Avonlea Sarah Majeski. Carson John Mullen. Elizabeth Rose Maltezos. Caden Amir Manigault. Kennedy Nicole Manigault. Tyasia Lachey Manigault. Katia Michelle Mann. Anthony Joseph Marcella. Daisy Catherine Marcinak. Robert George Marriott. Corbin Robert Martins. James Bigelow Martin. Margaret Jean Martin. Nora Lee May. Marquise Damian Macbeth. Lawrence Palmer McClellan IV. Richard Boone McClellan. William Hampton McClellan. Zachary Ryan McClellan. Mia Faye McCoy. Carly Shannon McGill. Sullivan Jasper McGillis. Ian Russell McHugh. Isabella Christine McKnight. Madison Victoria McNeil. Tyler Alexander Meany. Smith Bodie Mefford. Myla Grace Merrifield. Emily Parker Metler. Henry Blake Middleton. Luke Daniel Middleton. Cooper Joseph Maguez. Abigail Ann Miller. Brooklyn Nicole Miller. Hayden George Miller. Landon Neil Miller. Charles Rory Minister. Desmond Marquez Mitchell. Tara Elizabeth Mixon. Robert Garrick McCaucashin. Peyton Nicole Monning. Sophia Grace Monteith. Peyton Carlisle Moody. Trent Christopher Moore. Eva Lourdes Morales. Gabriela Rose Mortellaro. Avery Paige Moulton. Aiden David Motil. Austin Gray Mullins. Abby Lee Irene Munsell. Justinian Andrea Murphy Abbott.
Madison Rose Nasoit. Philip Matthew Nathanson. Nicholas Samuel Neal. Ella Grace Neal. Paris Renee Nelson. Beckham Shaw Nettles. Quinn Buddy Wynn. Amelia Gabriella Nicoli. Brady William Nodes. Jackson Quinn Nodes. Addison May Norman. Aiden Connor Norman. Nora Elizabeth O'Connell. Lawson Martin Odom. Reese Eileen O'Donnell. Grace Ann O'Flaherty. Mary Caroline Oliver. Shayla Rose Oliver. Nicholas Amancio Oria. Kimberly Adele Orvig. Samantha Elizabeth Ott. Lauren Elizabeth Pace. Nicole Victoria Pace. Isabella Quinn Paduani. Sejun Park. Daniel Pietro Pasalacqua. Amelia Jane Peak. Sophia Rose Pecoraro. Sasha Maya Pejonovich. Isabel Lynn Pelbath. Liam Edward Pendergrast. Carter Anthony Penna. Tallulah Claire Person. Justin Christopher Pham. Keshawn Jermaine Pinkney. Benjamin McCabe Pinkston. Hayden Joseph Pinto. Aurelia Josephine Pishko. Addison Rose Polera. Connor Noel Pollock. Huntley Chapman Poole. Tristan Amari Porche. Paige Elise Poremski. Rylan Thomas Pottiger. Carly Helen Pounders. Charlotte Ann Prate. Charles Andrew Pratt. Sonia Marie Price. Emma Faye Pruitt. Carla Sofia Quiroz Roldan. Audrey Jess Rankin. Cole Jonathan Reed. Claire Josephine Reagan. Alexander Patrick Reed. Hunter Forrest Reed. Julia Borgo Reed. Brennan Allison Reese. Colby Derek Reese. Elizabeth Michelle Resch. Daphne Nicole Reyes. Caden Dean Reynolds. Annalisa Michelle Ray. Kyrie Naeem Richardson. Brian Davis Riley. Carl Cooper Riley. Timothy Jameson Ring. Braylon Elise Roberts. Caroline Elizabeth Roberts. Madison Kinley Roberts. Haley Ann Robinson. Charles Joseph Rowe. Jeremy Edward Rokas. Justin Tyler Rouse. Marcelo Alexandro Ruiz. Isabella Marie Russo. Paige Bailey Ryan. Beck Anthony Sanders. Alexis Nixon Santos. Yana Ava Sarik. Kanisha Chavantel Danielle Sarvis. Owen Christopher Schaefer. Ryan Scott Scherer. Nikolai Brandon Sherman. Travis Richard Schmidt. Adeline Faith Schneider. Beckman Hans Scow. Kyle Holden Chouette. Isabel Day Schumann. Kaylee Ann Schwinn. Addison Alexis Maria Scott. Hildy Sue Irene Seifert. Kaylee Renee Seward. Hannah Mackenzie Shackelford. Mackenzie Grace Shallow. Jason Jones Shaluli. Sydney Claire Baldenoff Shanley. Courtney Ann Sharp. Leighton James Sheely. Mackenzie Rose Sheeran. Samuel Robert Shepard. Ava Marie Shields. Samuel John Sieverdes. Valentina Silvera Limongi. Peyton Erickson Simmons. Isabel Kate Simons. Hardy Joel Sims. Eurasia Wilmatine Isabel Singleton. Denasia Janice Singleton Canberra. Vivian Marie Krifko Scholander. Jackson Edward Slabaugh. Desire Jordan Smalls. Shakayla Tanise Smalls. Lazaya Taquel Smith. Avery Kristen Smith. Brecken Wayne Smith. Harrison James Smith. Ian David Smith. Morgan Mabry Smith. Parker Olivia Smith. Max Christopher Smoot. Chloe Grace Smythe. Adam Paul Sokolskis. Amelia Margaret Makepeace Solari. Adel Salam Solim. Riley James Sowers. Samuel Andre Stahl. Wesley Zaki Stanley. Emma Jean Stanton. Cole Scott Stein. Emily Marie Steiner. Brenna Tegan Stone. Satine Ariel Storer. Daniel Thomas Strecker. Marissa Caroline Strickland. Caitlin Bell Stubbings. Holland Elise Sturdivant. Isabella Grace Swanson Parker. Trevor Matthew Swift. Isaac Gadsden Swinton. William Thomas Tabakian. Noah Thomas Tamanglo. Justice Anaya Taylor. Kingston Roderick Taylor. Zachary Kyle Therese. Avery Lex Thibodeau Cannon. Christian Allen Tomei. Brandon Kincaid Thomas. Allison Elizabeth Thompson. Cameron Peter Thompson. Sean Michael Tokarev. Olivia Ava Tomes. Luke Paul Tarikian. Joseph Stephen Trapansi. Meredith Grace Trotner. Whitlock Roderick Turnage. Annabelle Carey Toomey. Kira Aida Toomey. Bryson William Vale. Claire Lorraine Vale. Valeria Valencia Barajas. Doran Hunter Van Persum. Julia Ann Vardacas. Madison Ray Villafane. Morgan Ray Vito. Emma Grace Vokes. Dylan Smith Vokes. Jillian Barbara Volmer. Josephine Lucille Volmer. Skylar Marie Von Dolen. Ava Skylar Vosberg. Logan Lee Vu. Isabel May Waite. Davis Reynolds Waits. Isabel Ashley Waldrop. Carson Riley Walker. Molly Page Walker. Ellie Maxine Walters. Jackson Cooper Ward. James Henry Ward. Sean Bradshaw Ward. Avery Lee Warden. Cassidy Jane Warren. Lucas Alexander Watts. Bailey Rose Weiss. Serenity Janae Weston. Hannah Grace Whitaker. Nyasia Jakairi Marie White. Robert Patrick McKay White. Lauren Ramon Whitehurst. Maxwell Bruce Whitmer. Catherine Mackenzie Witt. Amelia Francis Wiesner. Joel Carey Wiggins. Grace Lee Wilsensky. Zachary Stephen Wiley. Daniel Paul Hughes Williams. Emily Grace Williams. Lander Stewart Williams. Olivia Colleen Wing. Zachary Samuel James Winston. Ryan Henry Wolf. Mackenzie Porter Wood. Oliver Rodney Wood Connor. Madison April Wren. McKenya Braylon Maria Wright. Natalie Rachel Wright. Nathan Tracy Wright. Kitaja Makaya Wright. Brian Wu. Shantae Jadalyn Wukowitz. Lane Michael Wurst. Jocelyn Noel Yingling. Caleb Marshall Young. Emma Grace Young. Mason Michael Young. Megan Renee Zimmerman. Jenna Lee Zimmerman. Sarah Catherine Domenico.
All right, Wando High School class of 2025, please stand. With the authority vested in me by the South Carolina State Board of Education and the Charleston County School District, it is now my pleasure to certify your high school diplomas. You may turn your tassels. Your high school graduates. All right. Please remain standing for our alma mater.
Southern sun and sky blue waters smile upon your alma mater. Here we stand, your daughters and sons, joined together now as one. Knowledge, pride, and honor too. All these things we draw from you. Wando High School, stand forever one with us in heart and mind.
All right, everybody, as seniors, if you could get back to your seats, we got to process out real quick. One last assignment. Almost there. One quick announcement while they're getting ready. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate this important milestone. To the families, friends, and loved ones, your support has meant the world to the graduates, and we are so grateful you were here to cheer them on. As a reminder, we kindly ask that once you've taken your photos and shared your congratulations, you make your way out of the Coliseum and PAC Coliseum. So congratulations again to the class of 2025. Junior marshals, you may direct your graduates out.